Good afternoon, football fans, and welcome back to CFRC at the Lang. I'm Jesse Bell, and I'm joined today by defensive tackle number 95, Garang Uguak. G, thank you for joining me.
Of course.
I want to talk about your recruiting journey to Queens. Can you walk me through what the recruitment process was like for you?
So, originally, I started at Harry Ainley. I finished my 3 years there, and I was recruitable, but I didn't have the grades to fully be recruitable, and so I had to do a grade 13 year, and so I did that in Ontario. And fortunately, I was able to succeed in my academics and receive a lot of attention from youth sports schools throughout Canada. And I always knew that I wanted to come here. Queens was always on the top of my list. I was talking to Coach Kwame. He's a former coach who used to coach here, and during my high school, he was trying his hardest to help me get to here. But like I was saying, my grades. So I figured that out and talked to Coach Nez. I had my visit, and it was amazing. And I knew this was the place I wanted to be.
G, you talked about your experience playing high school football out west. Queens has had a lot of great West Coast recruits. Why do you think Western Canadian players should consider coming out to Queens?
To Queens especially, it's the brotherhood. And it's a brotherhood you feel on your visit, even being as a recruit. I know for me, coming out to the OUA, that it's the highest level of competition. And in any league in Canada, you can see that. And so I knew that I was going to choose a school in the OUA. And after that visit, it reaffirmed that Queens was the school I was choosing.
What is the off-season schedule like for a Queens football player? What's an average week look like for you training-wise?
So we got things going all week, Monday through Friday, and usually we'll have skill sessions on the weekend, just player-led. And basically, Monday, Wednesdays, we have early morning runs, 6 a.m. runs, and we have our lift as well that we have to get done Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And so Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have tempos and player-led indie usually after a lot of the guys have work. And so we right now are doing about 4 field sessions and 4 workouts a week, because you also have your lift on the Saturday.
Right.
And so, it's tough, but it's definitely shaping us up to where we want to be.
And it's something that certainly myself as an outsider to the team and a lot of our listeners and our viewers would never really be able to comprehend just how much work goes into the off-season. You hear off-season, you think, oh, maybe a bit of a break, but it sounds like it is a non-stop grind for you guys to get ready for the season.
Yeah, the off-season especially is the time you should prioritize the most, because it's the most time you really have to get yourself right for the season. When the season starts, it's on go until from August till November. And so you want to really prioritize these months when you're not going through those games every weekend, right, to ensure that you're playing up to the standard for those games on those weekends.
And as we've learned with Queens, the standard is that you're above the standard.
Above the standard, exactly.
I want to talk about specific, maybe more towards the start of the season now, padded practices. Is there any player or players that you really enjoy getting practice reps against? Who are some of the guys that make you better actively?
That's an easy one. Number one guy for sure is Sherm, Riley Sherman. He's a second-year O-line, second-year center, and he's my guy. We get a lot of good reps together in the season, in the off-season. Another guy that comes to name is Logan Thiessen. Logan Thiessen, he's a dog, and he's in my year, and so I've been getting reps against him since my first year, and he plays guard. And I'll take those two. When I take reps against those two, it's really iron sharpening iron. So
we talked a bit about some of the offensive linemen, guys that you get practice reps against that have made you better and you've helped to make better. I'm curious, this Queens defensive line has been so loaded for, it seems like, forever. Who are some of the veteran guys, either with the team currently or guys who have moved on to other opportunities, that mentored you or guys that you've learned from?
The guys that I was learning from the most, for sure, were our three big D-line that just all moved on. Number one, Darian Newell. He's fantastic, and the tape speaks for itself. Eric Johnson, strongest man I probably ever met in my life. He taught me a lot. And Andrew Mullins Grant, AMG, I would say he mentored me on par with the other two. He knew exactly what he was talking about, and he played the game. The game came so slow to him. He played the game just with patience, and he just had really good technique. All three of them had really, really good technique, and learning from those three, sitting behind those three, watching those three, playing alongside those three, I feel like definitely showed us D-line, that up and coming, as me, Tristan Burrell, Big Nitschke, that the standard really is above the standard, and we got a lot of shoes to fill. Another guy that comes to mind as well is Silas Hubert.
Right.
He actually hosted me on my visit, and him hosting me was a large part of why I came as well, alongside with wanting to learn about Darian and EJ AMG. And so, yeah, those four guys, incredible. And they set a tone and set a precedent, and that's why this D-line room has been the best D-line in the country.
Final question for you. I'm curious, what are some of your personal goals for the 2025 season?
So, yeah, for me, my biggest goal is just to play a full season healthy and to be there, be available for my guys, and just ensure that I fulfill what I came here to do, and in the sense that I came here to dominate, and I came here to live up to the standard. And watching those guys, like I was saying, set the tone and set the precedent here. So I'm confident in myself and confident that I can get it done. And my biggest goal is just to prove to myself, first of all, and to show everybody what I'm capable of.
Phenomenal stuff. G, thank you for your time, and thank you folks for tuning in. Be sure to join us again next Friday at noon for another edition of CFRC at the Lang.